Well, it seems like the better the former president does in the polls nationwide, the more threats he gets thrown at him by the left. And a weaponized Justice Department isn't good enough. Now they are afraid of Green Party candidate Cornel West.
And he's also a menace to the threat of the continued constitutional order in the United States. And it's very clear that the only thing that Dr. West's candidacy can do is help elect Donald Trump.
Carville's not looking too good there. For more on this, he looks like, oh my goodness. For more on this, I'd like to bring in Whitley Yates, a political activist, also with us, Charisse Trump, executive director at Speech First. Whitley, what do you think about this? Every time there's like a new Trump poll that comes out, he's leading DeSantis by one poll 30 points. Another one says 40 points. In a matchup with Biden, it's 6 points. And then all of a sudden, he gets indicted again. Don't they understand that it's just only going to increase the polls?
No, they don't understand that. And they've been attempting to do this ever since Biden was allegedly elected. And so every single time it's like they're throwing stuff against the wall, hoping it sticks over and over again, not understanding that it's consistently pushing the popularity higher and higher. And the sad part about all of this is they're wasting resources, they're wasting our tax dollars, and they're utilizing our federal and our local government and municipalities against a running president. And that's what's terrible about this.
Charisse, I want to get your take on it real quick as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, I really hope that weaponizing the DOJ against political enemies is not going to become common practice. This is really disturbing. You know, they use DOJ against ordinary citizens as well. Mark Houck, the pro-life activist, had an entire SWAT team sent to his house because he shoved someone during a protest. Meanwhile, you know, the DOJ has yet to investigate priorities such as, you know, the pipe bombs on January 6th. Like, where were those? We have no idea where those came from at the RNC. We also don't know where the cocaine came from in the White House. And we are yet to see any indictments of Hunter Biden for his many criminal activities. So clearly the DOJ has a set of priorities, and they are to go after Biden's political enemies.
Charisse, I love the fact that you brought up those pipe bombs. We still, you know, they were right there in Capitol grounds, and still, we don't know who planted bombs. Bombs, really? My God. Okay, I want you both to also to react to this one. Talk about failing up. New York City is now paying out almost $2 billion to about 5,200 Black and Hispanic teachers because they failed the New York State teachers exam. 225 people who failed the liberal arts and sciences test used for teacher licensing from 94 to 2014 are already been notified. They're getting settlements of at least $1 million, claiming that the test is racist against Black people and Hispanic people. This one guy, this interview that I watched, he could barely put like a sentence together, and he's getting $2 million. Thank God he didn't become a teacher. Whitley, I want to get your reaction.
New York is clearly broken. Their leadership is asinine, from the mayors to the prosecutors who decide not to prosecute crime. So it doesn't actually surprise me that they're doing something like this, that this is how they're choosing to utilize taxpayer dollars, which is completely and utterly insane. I think it's completely insane. Why would we be throwing this money away at people? It doesn't make any sense. But once again, that's New York.
Charisse, we have 30 seconds. Your take?
Yeah, the public school system in New York is really horrifying. I mean, 30% of the graduates that go to college first thing drop out in their first semester. And they oftentimes have to take remedial classes for reading and math. Why aren't those priorities for the state of New York? Why aren't they trying to get their students to get higher test scores rather than focusing on racist tests that we all have seen? Once they remove the racism from the test, all of a sudden they still don't pass the test. They still fail.
That's exactly it. When they took away the offensive terminology or whatever, they still failed. That's what's incredible here. Thank you so much, Whitley and Charisse, for being with us this evening.